we're gonna be looking at another vacuum. This time it's the PugVax D9. This is a corded vacuum. I've taken everything off out of the box again to save on time, and let's see the different components of this vacuum. And first you'll get the main vacuum motor. This looks like, again, a Dyson vacuum, except that this is a corded vacuum. Compare it to a Dyson. It almost looks the same with the cyclonic filtration on this on top, and a trigger mechanism. Pug's vacuum has a trigger mechanism that locks in place. Obviously this is made in China. Dyson, a Dyson cordless vacuum, is made in Europe, in UK. So let's see how this vacuum will work. And other things you'll get with this vacuum is a floor tool that does not have any motorized brush. So this will only work on bare floors. I'll see how it does on carpet, on rugs.
It will use something, Daddy.
And it comes also with two extension wands that I'll show you how to plug in later. It also comes with this adapter and a 2-in-1 crevice and brush tool. So when you pull this back, it turns into a brush tool. I mean, pull it forward, turns to a brush tool. Pull it back and you'll have a crevice tool. So let's put this all together. For this to work, you need to attach this adapter and to lock it in place. Let's see how it does. So this clicks, and next up would be attaching this extension wand. It does not have any locking mechanism, so it relies on friction to hold it in place. This is made from hard plastic, so you just push it as far as it can go and it sticks. And attach another, and attach the second extension wand over here, and it locks in place. It's pretty crude. This system is pretty crude. No locking mechanism means that this can crack over the long haul. But let's test it for now, how it works. And finally, you attach the end of the extension wand to the base, to the main cleaning head. So this means this does not have any swivel mechanism. So let's see how it does picking up dirt on bare floor. Let's remove the floor tool and see if we can attach the brush tool, combination brush and crevice tool.
Is that the brush tool?
And you can attach the brush tool at the end of the extension wand. So what I like about this extension wand is you can adjust the length. You can cut the length in half just by removing one extension wand, and you can attach the floor tool to make it shorter, just in case you need to clean stairs or areas like that. But these are the only tools that you'll get from the package. Before I forget, you also get this manual. It's in Chinese, so unless you can read Chinese, this is pretty useless. But all the information you need on how to use this vacuum you can find in this review. I'll test how strong the suction is and how the floor tool handles dirt on bare floor and rugs. So let's check the functionality of this vacuum. One big disadvantage of this design would be that it does not have any swivel feature, so it's harder on the wrist, and when you try to go under furniture, you'll notice that the head does not go flat. The cleaning head does not go flat. It only goes as low as around 30 degrees. So this will not reach deep under furniture as I'd hope it could be. And let's quickly check the bin. The bin is similar to a Dyson, wherein it has a cyclonic filtration right here in the middle, and a trap door opening at the bottom to empty the bin. And to empty the bin, you'll just need to push this latch, and the trap door opens. And another option of cleaning the bin would be removing the motor, separating the motor and the bin. You do this by pushing this lever here, and you can twist the top off, and it reveals a foam filter. It's not really thick. I'm not sure if this is a HEPA filter. It has a two-stage filter. I'm guessing this would be a HEPA, and this would be the foam. The filter is really thin, so let's see during the cleaning test how good the cyclonic filtration is at keeping the main filters clean. Let's put the filters back here, and if you look inside, there isn't much isn't much cyclones present here. There's no cyclones at this part, at least at the bottom part of the filter. And if you look at the top, actually, sorry, this doesn't have any cyclonic filtration. This is just a plastic molding to make it look like it has cyclones in it. So anyway, let's see how it performs. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So let's see how this stick vacuum does. Let's just put this back together. One more thing to note is that you can attach the combination tool direct on the handheld, on the vacuum itself. It has the same locking mechanism as a Dibea and Dyson, where it clicks in place. So you just line this up and push it until it clicks, and push this lever to release. For the cleaning test on bare floor, I've scattered this huge pile of dirt. It includes dust, rolled oats, and powder, hair. And let's see how this stick vacuum does. I've already plugged it in, and let's see how it does.
Make some sound. Make some sound.
As you can see, it's snow plowed the dirt. The low profile head does not have enough space in between to fit the larger bits of oats. So let me try again and clean up the sides of this pile of mess and see how it does. Okay, interesting. It really snow plows dirt. It did not do a good job compared to the Dibea C17 in this pile of mess. Let me just pull up the floor tool to give you an idea how big or how small the opening is. If you look at the opening, it's really small. It's just this small rectangular hole in the middle. When you look at it up front, it's really narrow. There's no space here, so I don't think this would be able to clean this big pile of dirt. I'll just swap this cleaning head to the brush tool and see and test the suction.
Teeth like that. You made that before. Does it do it?
No, that is it.
Does it do it, Dad? Do it, I'll do it.
You let Daddy hold it.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait, darling.
Mama, I'll do it, don't do it.
Then Daddy's recording a video. Guys. Then you help Daddy.
Could you do it?
Okay, so it did a really good job in terms of power. It has good power, but I believe that the design needs a little bit of improvement, and the floor tool especially is not really good. I don't think this will do any better on carpet, but let's try anyway in a bit. Now let's do a rug slash carpet cleaning test. I don't have any carpets at home, so I'll just use this rug to test how this vacuum does on carpet. This is thin, a low pile rug, so this will mimic what to expect from this vacuum on low pile rugs. So let's do one pass and see. So surprisingly, this vacuum did a better job on rugs, maybe because of the fibers. The fibers have space underneath that helps push the dirt down, and in turn allow the dirt to go through the cleaning head of this stick vacuum. And I'll do the rest right now and see how much it leaves behind. Okay, overall it was better than what I expected from a cleaning tool without any motorized brush. It picked up all the surface dirt, pretty much all of the rolled oats, but if you look closely over here, there's some hair that's left on this area and some dust, some dander that's left under fibers of the rug. So don't expect this product to be a deep cleaning product. Just quickly show you how to empty the bin and how the trigger mechanism works. So the trigger mechanism is similar again to a Dyson, but the difference is you don't need to constantly press it. When you squeeze it once, it stays on, so you don't have to strain your wrist. Though the motor is a bit heavy, so if you're using this to clean above the floor areas, it could put a strain on your wrist. And the exhaust blows on the side, which is good when you're cleaning floors. And you'll notice at the middle, again, cyclonic filtration. Let's turn this off and empty it on this carpet. Just push this lever to release the lock, and it all empties. And it does a pretty good job keeping the dirt, most of the dirt, at the bottom part of this bin. For the next cleaning test, I'll test this on powder. Let's see if it snow plows the finer bits of powder I scattered. In the first cleaning test, it did not do so well with the larger oats, and it's basically snow plowed it all over the place. So let's see how this vacuum does on powder. So it did not do as well as I'd hoped. It left quite a bit of powder residue on the floor. So I'll try to use again the brush tool to see how it does. So this one thing I noticed, that this vacuum does not like powder. It did not do so well. It did leave quite a bit of residue on the floor. So okay, right now let's check how the filter looks like after the torture test I put this vacuum through. Let's twist this cap up and check how the filter looks like, and as I'd expected, it's pretty caked up. It's full of powder and dust. That's why you hear those sounds towards the when I use this on powder. That means that this filter is soaked and needs to be cleaned. And it does not do a good job in terms of filtration. It does not really do a good job in keeping this primary filter does not do a good job in keeping fine dirt out of the main washable filter. so you will need to wash this often if you choose to buy this. Now let's empty. What I like though about this design is that you can physically remove this part. It's not bolted on, so cleaning this part is much easier compared to a Dyson. Let's just dump all the dirt in this cup. And you'll notice that this is pretty filthy. This part is pretty filthy, so but it's easy to clean. You can actually wash this part and make sure that it's totally dry before you empty it. You can see that how dirty this is, how dirty this part is from all the cleaning that I've put in this through. And again, the filter is really filthy. And if let's just remove this, and also the main filter behind it is also pretty soaked. So thank you for watching this. If you have any questions about the PugVax stick vacuum, please feel free to ask it below. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends or like it, and subscribe to get future updates when I upload videos on about vacuums and other stuff.